The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset anyone. We ad-lib, paraphrase and imitate to convey reviewed content only. It's a bit of a laugh. Enjoy!
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to...
Hello, everybody. How are we? You all right, Christopher?
Feeling a wee bit blue.
You've got blue. For the people who are listening to us via the way of audio, you won't be getting the full benefits of the lengths, especially Chris has went to, that we've both went to here. Got Christopher there with the saltire behind him, the face painted, fucking battle colours. I've grew a beard and hair, both different colours, and I've got all the troops behind me there. Macaulay. What are we doing today?
Pocahontas.
Or as Prince Harry would say, poke your highness. Oh!
Freedom! Freedom!
Freedom!
This is exactly why we shouldn't be allowed freedom. Look at what we would get up to.
I know, we'd just be running about Sucky Hall Street with big sticks, wouldn't we? Speak! Let me hear you speak. That doesn't sound like a local accent. To the gallows!
A country of our own.
You're going to get killed the old ways. Right, so folks, without further ado, we are, as if you didn't know, doing Braveheart this week. Directed and starring Mel Gibson, who is very much Scottish, as we all know and love.
Aye, Mad Max.
Aye, okay, Mad Max. But 1996, 95, 96? I'm sure it's 96.
Aye.
This film was released, and to be honest, we had a nation fucking up, banging its chest and shouting for freedom. So it did. But it does not reflect the political climes of today.
No, definitely not. Aye. This film launched I Am Brew into a new age.
It fucking did, aye.
Aye.
Put Saul right in the back burner, so it did.
Aye. I'll tell you right now, this movie is historically and factually correct
Fuck
to a
off.
T.
No, it's no. Before we go any further, by the way, there's about 20 inaccuracies in the film, right? You can look it up online. I'm not going to get into too much detail. My biggest bugbear was the one they had to come out and apologise for, which was portraying Robert the Bruce as a traitor, which he was fucking not.
He's a fucking
So,
traitor,
get
like he's fucking kin after him.
Empty match to fucking come at me about that. I'll meet you anywhere in Britain. I'll come. I'll drive. I'll be down there and I'll get Chris's face paint. I'll be stoning. You'll no fucking miss me, I'll tell you.
Aye.
But that was one of them. The other one was that Princess Isabella of France was only 3 years old. So there's a few. There's a few, man. But quickly, Chris, this film, mate, what does it mean to you?
Aye, it's probably one of the few like proper Scottish films, isn't it? That kind of tells like our past, so to speak.
Aye, there's been a few before and after that have just absolute B movies, isn't they, man?
Aye, the Outlaw King, more
Shite.
factually correct, but wasn't up to much.
No,
Yeah, the Robert Bruce one after that wasn't up to much.
no.
So it's just
Rob Roy before this wasn't up to much.
Rob Roy.
Remember that?
Tim Roth is the wee
Aye.
dandy in it.
Liam Neeson. I have a unique set of tartans.
What is it with all films and all, by the way? Not one of the... They don't cast it right at all. It's like,
No.
Rob Roy, we'll get an Irishman. Braveheart. This is what's even more hilarious with this one, right? The one Scottish actor, they make Irish. They've got Brendan Gleeson there, who is Irish, they make Scottish. And then Mel Gibson, who is Scottish, right? And then you go back to Highlander. Chris Lambert
Fucking
would be-
French.
Aye, a Frenchman playing a Scotsman and a Scotsman playing a Spaniard.
I know. And I know the
Oh.
Bruces they descend from France, but for fuck Christopher Lambert, Jesus
Aye.
Christ.
Oh, fucking brilliant, man.
So, Braveheart, we get into it, we start right away. We're back in the day, it's 1280 AD,
Right.
and we've got the Bruce narrating, haven't we?
Aye, he's just telling us the backstory, how the king has died without an heir, and Edward Longshanks, the king of England, a cruel pagan, has taken the
The
throne
most
for
ruthless
himself.
king to ever sit on the throne of England. Make no mistake. By the way, there'll be a lot of swearing, well, we always swear, but there'll be a lot of shouting in this. You know what I mean? Just want a wee disclaimer there that I enjoy the English, so don't take it to heart, okay?
I enjoy the English. I enjoy the old ways.
Yous are good people.
Aye.
For the,
All
well,
you
the
need to do
northern
is
ones.
apologise for 100 years of rape, theft, and murder.
Aye. So leave your comments down below, your apologies. If I'm having to apologise for being a heterosexual white male and a Christian in 2022, then you just need to apologise for all that. I'm only kidding. Just a wee bit of fun there. That's why we've got a disclaimer. So, 1280, year of our Lord, AD, all that fish. And the Wallaces are away to a secret meeting of the nobles.
Aye, all the noblemen have been called to a secret meeting by Edward Longshanks to discuss how they're going to be part of this kingdom and all that. But really, it's just a trap to do them all in, isn't it?
It is, mate. It is. We see young William, and
I want to go.
where are you going? I'm coming with you. Oh, you are now, are you? That's another guy that's no Scottish. But long story short, William's dad and his brother go to this meeting. When they arrive there, they get to the barn. They obviously must have been late, huh? Do you know what I mean?
Aye, definitely. Because when they get there, all the noblemen and the page boys, I think it is, have all been hung.
They're
And
page boys.
aye, because they said something like one member of the clan and a page. So
Aye.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
No sons there, no.
Maybe that's
Doesn't
what it is.
matter. There's Waynes
Aye.
and there's men, isn't there?
There's weights and there's men. But aye, they're all
Holiday patch there.
but they're all swinging for the rafters, aren't they?
Aye.
When Father Wallace and his older boy walk in. And then that's when they walk through and they discover that William's there seeing it all, isn't it?
Aye, you just hear a noise. They're looking at all these men and boys hung in the hut. And William just appears, obviously, young boy, shocked, man, isn't he?
So many hung men and boys in there. So many.
You dirty bastard. Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher's dirty mind does not portray the views and thoughts of both of us. He's loving
just-
the well hung phrase, so yes.
They're just frowned upon, you see. Aye, but he's a wee boy and he's witnessed this fucking horror, isn't he?
Aye.
And no sooner the rest of the clansmen into it, they're all in talking to Senior Wallace again,
That's it.
talking about got to fight the English.
Yes, they're going to try and get some retribution for that. And obviously that's Williams on the horse, and I'm going with you. Oh, you are now, are you? Could we? There's odds to William's family's upbringing about how it's not just about the sword. He even says there, William says, "I can fight," and his dad says, "I know you can fight." Innit?
Aye.
But it's not just measured by your sword. It's what's in your heart, innit?
Aye. It's our wits that make us men
That's it.
in the old ways.
in the old ways. And his brother gave him some good advice. Away you go, William.
Aye. Away home.
Away home, William.
Oh. For anybody that couldn't understand us before, this is about to get really,
Oh.
really unfucking understandable, man.
Why don't you go home, young William? But promise you won't wash your face.
Everybody is bogging in this, isn't they?
Oh, they're jet black, the bastards. Aye, everybody. They all live by the fucking water, I know. You know what I mean?
Aye. But it cuts to a wee scene into it, and you've got a couple of Angus soldiers riding past in it. And it's young William and young Hamish.
Aye. So you think it's English soldiers, but it ends up it's a figment of their imagination because they're playing. And they're role playing, saying, it's up to us now, Hamish. The English are coming. They'll kill us and burn our farms. And then they just appeared, didn't they? Ah!
Throwing rocks at some fucking sculpted up fucking target into it.
Goat skulls or something with rocks.
And obviously, William hits his target. Hamish misses, and then the next thing, he just gubs him. There seems to be a lot of friendly punching in this.
That's it, isn't it? It's a sign of affection, getting a jaw broke.
I know. And see, young Hamish, even as a child, he had manly strength.
Oh.
Every punch was like a punch for red heat.
Oh, I'm telling you. But his aim was askew. A terrible aim, but see if he connected with you. Jesus. So that was just a wee ode to Wayne's playing. William has a bad dream about the barn. Where one of the wee hung young men, fucking hung young men.
Just plant the seed.
One of the victims in the barn was a young boy, and he just opens his eyes and goes, William.
Aye.
But that was just that. So William wakes in the morning. See what he's having for his breakfast? Or his dinner before he fell asleep?
What?
A big bowl of salt. That's all I can describe it as. A wee half a loaf and a big bowl of salt.
Made a stir in their stuff back then, you see.
They were, not unless he was just eating diamonds or something, or crystals.
But he goes out and he's tending the farm and all that, and the next thing, you've seen some of the older clansmen coming back with a horse and cart sort of thing. And then that's when wee Wallace kind of notices that, oh, my father and my brother's not walking up here.
He turns his back, and Campbell just shouts, William, come here, lad. Know what I mean? Face up to it. Here we go.
Aye.
But long story short, his dad and his brother have been killed. They're getting prepped for their funeral. And that's it. The next thing we know, we're kind of basically at the funeral, aren't we, mate?
Aye. And that's another thing I just noticed, right? See all the priests in this? I think the fathers were goats because they've all got long beards and nothing else.
Oh, no, I'm taking my hair off. Hold on. Aye, and they all start fucking Nemino Patre, Requiem, Domino Pizza, Marco Negri.
It's Domino Pizza.
Joe Pesci, Roberto Di Matteo. I mean, that's a Requiem Mass, by the way. And that's when we first see wee Mirren.
Aye. Young Mirren. And obviously, everybody's walking away after the funeral, but she goes back with a thistle.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the most fucking horrible thing you ever have in your hand. Know what I mean? Like,
aye.
Here, have this weed.
They're pretty to look at, but I wouldn't touch the bastards.
Aye. Didn't wipe your ass with it.
Aye. A bit like us Scotsmen, they're kind of no bad to look at, but if you get they're a bit prickly when you get close to us, you know what I mean?
You just call
in
me
a nice way, but a bit prickly in a nice way.
But see for that as well, there's so much sexual tension in that scene with the two Waynes.
Oh, whoa, fucking hold on.
Fucking, what's that all about? Fucking pure mad staring, like awkward silence.
I was going to allude to the fact that the young actor was tremendous the way he gret on cue. And you're talking about Wayne's getting in the way of things. A dirty bastard, you.
I'm just telling you what I seen.
I mean, have a big bowl of salt, you cunt. So, no sooner she's given the thistle, he cries. She goes away. He's just there himself, and then a big fucking big proud gentleman in a white steed trots up, doesn't he?
Aye. I'm your Uncle Argyle. Like, is that Gail, you fucking dick?
I'm your uncle, Argyle Street.
And see that? Not one question. Look, where the fuck were you when they were away fighting? I've not seen you
Aye.
all my life. Why are you here? And a big creepy bastard gets off. He's got one eye. He's just like that. Comes here, grabs him with the chin. Oh, you've got your mother's look. Like,
Aye.
you fucking did.
You know, you have the look of your mother. You saying I've got big tits? And then says to him, he says, did the priest give your dad poetic benediction? What?
Oh.
Did they say it in Latin? It was in Latin. You don't speak Latin, mate. I don't wash. You want me to speak languages?
Aye. You know
I
what I had
eat
for my
salt.
dinner last night? A
Aye.
bowl of salt.
You're meant to put salt on hings. I didn't have hings. I just had salt. I was seasoning my tongue.
Fucking hell,
what I mean?
man. Oh.
But his uncle Argyle seems to be a learned fellow. When he says you don't speak Latin, well, that's something we'll have to remedy then, won't it? The next thing, it's night time, and there's kind of the bagpipes playing. They're saying cheerio to William's dad and brother in their own way, aren't they?
Yeah. That's when Uncle fucking Argyle says, aye, they're playing, what is it, illegal tunes?
Outlawed tunes on the
Aye,
blood pipes.
Aye, outlawed pipes.
The old ways.
And it's like, you're not being very fucking discreet. Have you ever heard that bastard in bagpipe?
I know.
Fuck's sake.
Especially coming out of fucking valley.
Aye.
Travels for miles. Outlawed tunes. Jesus, David Murray must have been in charge of the fucking.
Aye. But then that's when it's kind of reinforced into it. His uncle Argyle
Argyle!
says, aye. First you'll learn to use your head, and I'll teach you how to use this, talking about
Aye,
the sword in it.
Because William just gets mesmerised just looking at his big bloody claymore, doesn't he? And as you say, mate, aye, first learn to use this. Pure stabs him in the head with his forefinger. Then I'll teach you how to use it. I can just imagine if it was a dirty bad uncle. First, learn to sook this. And I'll teach you to pump that.
It's like, but then they ask questions, right? People must know wee William Wallace, right? And then
Wee Willie. Wee Willie Wallace.
Wee Willie. And
That's why I used to get called Wee Willie.
I bet you still do.
Aye.
But,
Wee Willie.
but see, like, all these people that obviously live in the valley and that, just let this guy ride in, take William, like, oh, I am his uncle, and then ride away.
What is it you say, Chris? What is it you say? It was simpler times. Now, if we'd have rode in, with a fucking cattle gun, aye, it'd have been worth
When was the cattle gun invented? Oh.
So that's for a wee bit of backstory. William was a young boy. He's off with Uncle Argyle. We then travel swiftly to London and the castle, and we see young Edward, who is the Longshanks boy, the second, and Isabella of France, who's a pure darling, getting married. And obviously, I've just wrote down here, Edward II is a bender.
Aye, that's it. You hear Robert Bruce voice in air, isn't it? Some people, the rumour is, if Longshanks wanted an heir on his throne, he would have to do the deed himself. Know what I mean?
Aye.
So some thought that was Longshanks' plan all along.
The big dirty fucking David bastard. What's he like? Listen, folks, we are two Scotsmen going to be portraying Scotsmen who aren't the Scotsmen. So we might not sound like Scotsmen sometimes. Wrap your head around that.
Right. Your task for this is today the freedom speech in Australian.
Oh, my task.
Aye,
You
because
bother me.
I'm not that good at Australian.
Yeah, mate, no problem. I'll do that for you right now. I'll get to it, right? So, as you say, mate, the chances of young Edward fucking impregnating Isabella's 0 to none, you know what I mean?
Aye.
And the
Then-
Bruce says as much.
Aye.
But that's when you first see the bastard that is Patrick McGuigan
Aye,
as Edward the
aye.
Longshanks.
Aye, he plays a good bastard, that boy.
What's his opening line, mate?
No, it says, the trouble with Scotland is it's full of Scots.
Aye. Before that, it says, Scotland, my land.
Oh,
Oh, you bastard, it is not.
aye, because he's having this like war council or something into it,
Aye.
and the next thing the princess comes in, and it turns out Edward the Second is just, oh, I'm not interested in that. I'll send the wife instead. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
And you kind of see Longshanks his first. My boy's a fucking no user.
Aye. So it decides to use another tactic in his, I don't know, his pursuit of owning all and conquering all. And obviously, he's going to have to tax higher. So his advisor says, that'll no, people won't like that. He says, all right, then we'll give him something else. And he grants an old law called prima noctis.
Mm.
Prima nocta, as they say it, which means that any Englishman or any nobleman has the right to take a common girl on her wedding day and bed her before her husband does.
Aye.
This law, by the way, is more fiction than fact. It is put about history, but it's never been concretely kind of
Aye.
confirmed in it. No,
Nah.
seems to be a kind
Aye,
of fable.
I don't think it was actually put in place in Scotland, but I think there was places in Europe that done it, and
Mhm.
that's where it initially comes from.
Right.
Because it sounds just the way it sounds. Know what I mean? It sounds European, doesn't it?
It does. See what he says. And the wee guy goes, most excellent plan, sire. And he goes, it's it.
Aye. Is it now?
Shut your fucking pie hole.
But just aye. The trouble with Scotland is it's full of Scots.
Aye, I agree with him. That's all arseholes.
Aye, because that was we see this. It would have been just fucking hilarious. I know it would have brought it down, but could you imagine like the English people in this talking like modern English people now? So you've got Longshanks talking like a Cockney. All right, Governor. Oh, fucking.
When you said Cockney, I didn't think you meant fucking Dick Van Dyke Cockney. If it was like, I don't know, if it was the firm kind of Cockney,
Aye.
it'd just be dead slow and low and intimidating. All right, mate. Trouble with Scotland. It's full of jocks, innit? Try to mug me off.
Oh,
Give
you
me a
need to
fucking laugh. Jogger.
you need to word it different, but like
Aye.
prima nocta, I'd be like, fucking balls deep, mate, innit? Oh, fucking bro.
What does that mean then, Gav? What do you want to do? Do you want to go to a wedding? Any wedding? Get the bride up the apples and pears? And have your fucking way.
Fucking sort you out. But
Stick your roll in the jam jar. So we're in Edinburgh. Swiftly, we're in Edinburgh. Bruce is hiding his father's illness from the other nobles.
Aye, it's a trait of that fucking hiding stuff where you fucking.
I'm warning you.
Come at me.
Come at me. I'll pause this. The next thing you'll see you in the video answering your door. Getting put in. But it's just a wee ode to the Bruce and the nobles, and they think his dad's away
Aye, back in
abroad.
France. Aye.
I dealings in France, but he's actually up in a big tower, fucking looking
What
like
is
a
it?
creme brulee.
What is it? Is it leprosy he's got?
Aye,
Aye.
leprosy.
It looks like a tapia lasagna.
It does. That's why I'm going to refer to him when we go forward as creme brulee.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
But William returns many years
Aye.
later. He gets to the farm that he left and he has a right big sniff.
Aye.
And he's looking at Mel Gibson.
Aye. Oh, I love the smell of cow pat in the morning.
Aye.
But the next thing, I see that's Wallace just back in town, right? And then the next thing he's just swan he's into this wedding. Know what I mean?
Chib's wedding, innit?
Aye, Chib's wedding for Sons of Anarchy. But but that's what I mean. It's like nobody questions like, who the fuck are you? Know what I mean? Just swan he's in. The last time people seen him, he was what? 10 at the oldest or something?
And his face was jet black, so when I recognised him. You see if this was Germany? Or what is it called in Gladiator again, Germany? Germania? And he rode back into Germania. They'd be like, purpose.
But the next thing, he's walking through
Murray
the
notices him, didn't she? She notices who's this. I don't know if she'd recognise him right away, but she sees him through the crowd and all that.
Aye, and he's making his way towards her, and then that's when Big Hamish fucking. All right, pal. like a bouncer.
Aye, he drops the shiniest fucking boulder in front of William. You've dropped your rock.
Oh. The most Scottish sounding Scottish ever.
It's usually your bottle crashed right enough, but he drops a big rock.
Aye.
He says that's a challenge to a show of manhood.
Aye, fucking what does it says? The English won't let us train with weapons, so we train with stones. Fuck off.
So William and Hamish face off. They've got big boulders. See who can throw it the furthest.
Aye, it's a measurement of manhood, isn't it?
That's it. I might do it. I might fucking you. See if you can't find me. I'll be in the street, flinging hurling boulders with a guy that showed me cheek. But obviously, Hamish is much physically stronger and throws the boulder much far. Big shiny boulder, so shiny. Big shiny boulder. And William just says to him, "Aye, it was a good throw. Aye, aye. I wonder if you could do that when it matters." And Big Hamish doesn't like that.
Aye.
Talking to.
I could crush you like a worm.
Could you? Would you like to see him crush me like a worm?
Aye. And that's just to see the crowd in unison. I'm not that. Oh, so you're actively wanting to see some guy be inflicted serious fucking. Aye. This will be a good laugh, this.
That is a good wedding, right enough.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Usually somebody getting their fucking neck broke or their head caved in. But that's Mel Gibson's kind of first flurry of Scottish in a sentence. Would you like to see him crush me like a worm?
Aye. Aye. But
aye.
It's like, but you'll move. No, I won't. No, I won't.
He'll move.
Aye.
Big Cosmo.
Aye. By the way, what a fucking name. What do you want your acting name to be? James White? Oh, James Cosmo.
Brilliant. Must have read fucking a science fiction novel that day or something like
that.
Aye. But so William goes and stands. Hamish flings the rock and misses him.
Aye.
To which William just picks up a wee stone, has a wee squint with his eye, aims, fires it right right Big Hamish's temple, didn't he? And the crowd swayed.
Aye. And that should have remembered the rocks.
Aye, you should have. You're all right. Big Hamish pause.
But that's just a wee nod to show that fucking Wallace is a bit more intelligent in it.
That's
it's not about brawn. You know what I mean?
So, no sooner's that happened, it's all jovial and happy, and the friends have reunited. Then the sheriff and his his troops ride in to disperse the pleasantries.
Yeah. He walks into the party in it and I'm here for a bit of crumpet that was promised to me. I'm going to bang the ass off of this little wench.
Aye. As my noble right, I shout the words prima nocta, where I can come in, take this bride into my bedchamber, and lay with her most missionary.
Oh, mate, I was
And then
laughing
wee
at wee
Tiger
guy,
comes in
but
and goes, oh, by God, you will not.
I see him. By God, you will not. I'm going to start saying that.
Oh, brilliant.
Well, I'm going to take the last biscuit. By God, you will not.
Oh, brilliant, man. Excellent, mate. Listen, I'm going to use that with you. Fucking right. I'm going to do the landings. Oh, by God, you will not. I'm doing first patrol. By God, you will not.
But
So, see the cinematography after this, the slow motion and the fucking wispy music, and she walks out to Chib and whispers something in his ear,
yeah.
which probably, look, don't worry, I'll not enjoy it. You go and have a wee pill of your pudding. I'll be down the road shortly.
But
But it kills the fucking, does kill the party atmosphere. It really does.
aye. Swenfy, aye, let's watch this poor man get crushed to death with a fucking boulder to. That's fucking shocking, that.
So it's later that night. William's standing in his old croft, near roof, pissing the rain, just looking up at the sky. So he must have decided there and then he's going to see Murren, isn't he?
Aye, that's it. Rides out in the middle of the pissing rain. This is the fucking. This is the most factual thing about this film. It's fucking raining.
Aye.
Always raining.
Should have a good wee. There's a good bit of back and forth with Murren's father, McClannock. I was wondering if I could speak to your daughter. And then he says, Murren, would you like to go and ride with me tonight? And the wee ma comes out, didn't she?
Aye.
And thus, you must be out of your mind.
Aye. She'll catch your death. Like, it's fine Scottish weather, madam. Like, that's a fuck.
Aye.
And then once it stays, start going, no the now. Oh,
No the
no the
now.
now.
No, no.
It's fucking-
No, no.
It's not a no. You fucking
No, no,
dick.
no. I know. So that's quite funny. And then Murren just does a bit of parkour out the house, doesn't she?
Aye.
Parkour!
This is the fucking. See, this is like the equivalent of the boyfriend showing up on a motorbike. Know what I mean? It's just fucking.
She parkours out the house, jumps in the horse. I'll be fine. It's not even that wet anyway. And then it's we're on a horse, we're going up the hills in the rain. We've just said hello to mum and dad, and we're gone dating. And that's it.
You're like a white M&M, I'm telling you.
Oh, telling you. But so they get to where they're going, mate. Didn't they have a wee chat?
Aye, that's it. This is them. You kind of see their bond. Wallace is
Bond.
Wallace is revealing stuff into that he's been to Rome and stuff, and he knows different languages. He'll
Sure
teach her
enough,
how
isn't
to
he?
read. Aye, sure enough, try to impress, and it works really, isn't it?
Of course it does.
Aye, and he obviously have a good time. I take it, and he takes her back, and just before he leaves, he gives her this thistle. So it must be the same thistle that she gave him at the funeral, which is incredible, by the way. That thistle is still in the nick it's in.
It is, but I would imagine it was a lot easier to keep a hold of such things back then when you didn't have the trappings of life as we have today. And it's a sign that he's never forgot her and how much she means to him and how much she meant to him that day. And then she realizes, oh my God, he still loves me. He loves me. You know what I mean?
Aye.
So that was nice. I liked that, especially the way he smiles and then just goes away and doesn't turn back. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's just Colton, they call it. Colton.
Gorton, mate.
Aye.
Next morning, he's fixing his roof, or starting to fix his roof. McLaren and Campbell come to fetch him to a meeting.
Aye. Your father was a fighter. What are you? He's I just want to grow crops and have a family, grow old, rocking chair, smoke a pipe, you see.
Aye.
But-
McLaren says to him, look, if you can prove to me that you want to stay at the Troubles, you may court my daughter. But until then, the answer's no. 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 Did I not just prove it? No. No.
I know. Fucking. Again, goes back to Wallace and Mirren, isn't it? Obviously.
Aye.
There must be a bit of time passes, I reckon. But no sooner they're getting married in secret, isn't it?
That's it. You've got the famous line he just says to the I love you. I've always loved you. I want to marry you. Next day, leaves her a wee note in the basket. It's a wee drawing of a man and a woman underneath the moonlight and all that kind of stuff. So
Aye.
that tells me where to go. And we've got our secret wedding, as you say, mate.
Aye. With another priest with the fucking billy goat, hairy chin.
That's it. That's it, man.
But that's
Oh, Domino Patre, Domino Pizza.
Was
Fucking...
that rap? See the rap with the tartan horns and stuff? That's still something that happens.
Aye.
today.
Aye,
You
they
can
do
get
it a
that
lot
done.
down in Gretna, sorry, they.
Aye.
It's bind with the tartan, but it's like he gives her the tartan and end up she gives him the hanky, which is quite prominent later on. But their hands are bound with a tartan
Aye.
in secret.
Aye. And then they go for a spot of dogging.
Yes, they get. He carries her further into the woods. They undress separately
Aye.
under the moonlight, turn around, have a damn good thrashing.
Gives it a damn good sing to.
Aye.
Lord Flashheart.
Bit of booby action. Apart for that, nothing. Next thing you know, she's dressed him in the morning. So she's been away all fucking night and no been missed
Aye.
at this secret wedding.
Aye, she's got a big fucking cheeser on her face.
Aye.
And
And she's walking with John Wayne.
Aye, but she's got in this. She's walking through this wee village, isn't it? And Wallace is kind of following her about.
Fucking stalking her.
Aye, teenage love, isn't it?
Oh, aye.
But he starts talking to her, well, I see you tonight and stuff, blah, 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 blah. But there's a couple of English soldiers standing in there.
Oh, aye.
And there's this wee,
Wee bastard.
this wee, Smythe. He's a fucking, for all, fucking all the words like, don't he? He's a rapist, isn't he?
Oh, of
Know what I
course.
mean?
Look lively, Sergeant.
Aye. But he's decided he's having fucking Mirren, isn't he?
Aye.
So-
Hello, lassie.
Aye. He says something pure creepy, I know. You remind me of my daughter.
Aye.
What?
Just before he's about to start raping her. You
Aye,
remind me of my
what I mean.
daughter. Oh, dear.
Aye, fuck's sake.
I bet that lassie's fucking glad you're away.
Aye, up the road. But
Even the way he's like licking her face and all the noises and all that, you're like, you wee bastard.
and then they two soldiers and all, they're like, look lively, fuck's sake. Like, fucking,
Aye. Hurry up, Smythe.
aye,
But she bites his face, doesn't she?
aye. A good fucking, a wee chomp. He's that, you bitch, isn't he?
Aye.
Then fucking smacks her across the face. But obviously, one man, fucking Mel Gibson, he comes back, sets about the two soldiers, know what I mean? And gets Smythe off her.
Mhm.
And getting her to safety sort of thing. And says to her, can you ride? And he puts her up on the horse. But just as that, Smythe comes down and shouts, practically raising the alarm, didn't he?
Aye, that's it. But he's put her on the horse, he's smacked her away, and just before he starts to deal with these soldiers that all come for him, he looks at her going up the hill and he thinks she's safe, she's away.
Aye.
And then he fucking starts running away, setting about the guards and that, didn't he?
Aye, that's it. Aye, they've split up so he can kind of distract them and she can get away easier. But
Aye, because he flings one of the English guards into a hut and obviously takes his uniform,
aye,
arrives up at the grove where he was meant to meet her, and she's no there, obviously.
aye, because when she's riding in the horse to escape, some English soldier fucking swings a pike at her and knocks her off the horse, which is the fucking sword, by the way.
There's a belter in it.
Right off it.
Even the way the lassie acts it when she's on the grunge, it's you think she has been rattled in the coop.
Aye, the fucking. It's well done, that. It's well done. Falling for height and everything.
Oh,
You
definitely.
want to get away with that now with health and safety.
No way. Catherine McCormack that plays Murren, and she's a lovely looking lassie back then, so she was. But unfortunately, Murren's been captured, and the town sheriff doesn't fuck about, didn't he? No.
Nah, he's down there and he's talking to all the villagers and this, and he's like, "Can we not live together? Haven't I been a noble host?" You know what I mean? And then just, "This is how you repay my leniency."
Got Homelander's cape on the boy.
I was like last night. Oh, but see, the whole time Mirren's tied to this post and she's looking at the house and all that. Know what I mean? Seeing
that's heartbreaking, it.
Aye, if William's going to come save her and all that shit. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it is, it's like you say, it's
you
heartbreaking.
first think as if her last thoughts are, William didn't come for me. Was a coward? What's happened? Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Aye, he's fucking. He'd rather live than come back and save me, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no sooner the sheriff walks up there, didn't he, and just slits her throat.
Aye, horrible.
Which is fucking aye.
Has to make an example of her to keep the jocks in line, and he basically says an attack on the king's guard is as serious as an attack on the king himself. And when he slits her throat, he just looks to the house, doesn't he, and says, "Now let this scrapper come to me." Oh, you bastard.
No, it's just fucking dumb. And it's fucking it's quite the setting into it. See the cinematography and stuff, it's like a fucking serious, dull, like bad shit's about to go down into it.
Oh aye. There's a lot of James Bay moments in this, slow-mos.
Aye.
But they're really well done, but it's, even that bit, mate, he's coming down on the horse, and that everybody knows that fucking Mel Gibson look, that deadpan behind the eyes.
Aye.
That bit in Lethal Weapon films when Riggs just turns to Phil Riggs, know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's coming down in slow motion with his arms out.
Aye, it's like he's getting himself up into it. And the whole time it's showing you different camera angles and that, and you're seeing some Scottish people just wandering about this wee village, but you later find out that they're just manoeuvring themselves into place for like an ambush. But yeah, see another thing. See the special effects in this, and even the practical effects in this. They're still brilliant, man.
Awesome,
Genuinely
mate.
still brilliant.
Awesome.
As a English soldier goes to grab Wallace's horse.
English
Wallace.
soldier? Do you know what I called that English soldier? Jamie Brady. Jamie Brady goes to take the horse's reins. Tell me, mate.
But the next thing, Jamie Brady gets John McClane's, didn't he?
Oh, big style.
Aye. Wallace has got this. What is that called? Is it a mace?
The thing he does later on, it's a bow.
Aye.
And that's like an Iron Maiden, it's called, isn't it? But
aye.
I didn't think that had a bow on it. It was like a pair of fucking nunchucks. Obviously, there weren't any nunchucks.
Aye.
But whatever it was, it fucking clattered the boy anyway.
Aye, that's it. But he hits him into it, and then fucking they just pounce with this ambush on the fort, didn't they?
Oh, it's amazing, mate. It's just, I've rhymed it off. Rattles Jamie, antlers in the neck, leg off, sword thrown, gladiator style, big fucking hammer.
Aye, see that bit? There's a bit where he's hitting the guy, it's an English soldier on the gun, and then he hits him with the hammer, and see just the way they've done it, they've kind of buried the guy's head in the straw and stuff.
Aye.
And it just, like, you hear the thud, and you're like, that. Fucking hell, man. That's brutal.
And like you say, mate, all the visual effects are tremendous. They're fucking, oh, Jesus. Aye. Even the guy's leg coming off.
Aye. Fucking, I was like,
amazing. But as William's done all this, as you said earlier, mate, the villagers have had a wee uprising, all the farmers out with their pitchforks and because I've not got weapons really. I've got hammers and pitchforks and stuff like that, and they all start just overpowering the soldiers, didn't they?
Aye, and
Use them as shields and all.
this is where you get fucking Cosmo's character, who is the original Terminator.
Oh, he's been sitting on his ass for 20 years. He's joking for us.
Aye, he gets shot with an arrow, didn't he? And you see Hamish
It's
trying to
not
pull
a
it.
shot.
Aye,
Wisps us away.
"'Tis but a scratch." He's like, he's been shot with an arrow, and Hamish goes to pull it out, and he's like, "What are you doing, you fucking idiot?"
I know.
And slaps him, know what I mean?
So Hamish takes it out on a soldier and just launches him onto the spikes, man.
Aye, that's it. Aye.
That
Forget
mate,
it.
see that man? Oh,
Yeah, aye. It's just everything's done well. I think this is why, although this film has its inaccuracies, as we know and all that, it's still a fucking good film. You know what I mean?
aye.
See, you didn't know anything about, obviously because we are Fae here, but see just this film, like a standalone and all that, it's fucking superb.
Of course it is. I mean, there is Scottish people just now who would refer to William Wallace as a terrorist. You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly.
But like we said earlier on, when they remade the couple of factual Scottish films that were utter shite,
Aye,
it just shows you then why let the truth get in the way of a good story. You know what I mean? Because it's a
That's it.
fucking
Well,
awesome one.
it's like anything, mate. It's like you say, people would call him a terrorist and all that now. But see, this was like a story fighting against.
Beard's coming off.
Aye, it's like a story of fighting against being controlled and stuff. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
You can't really do that romantically.
No.
If you need to show the good side's fucking evil deeds. Know what I mean?
Definitely.
Stuff like that.
Definitely. But we're in the kind of garrison. Williams found the sheriff, didn't he?
Aye,
Just looks him up and down, doesn't say a word.
nah.
And then the next thing you know, he's kicked him down the hill all the way to the slaughter post. Is it
That's
well?
That's it. There's nothing ceremonious about it at all. No. He just puts him up against the post and just slits his throat and lets him fall down and bumps off him. And you see with Mel Gibson's acting here as well. It's good because it's just like there was no satisfaction for that.
No.
Know what I mean?
I
There was
nothing
nothing. Aye.
That's
Know
it.
what I mean?
You just you don't deserve to live. But I take absolutely no ounce of remorse or great as you say.
Aye.
Goodness at it, sorry.
Yep.
And when he looks down, the sheriff just collapses on him and falls off him, which is pretty cool, man. And he just looks down and he sees the tartan that he gave Murren,
Aye.
which that bastard fucking wiped his knife on after he slit her throat, know what I mean?
Aye. That's it. And it's just this is the bit as well. Obviously, the uprisings won all that. You get Cosmo, right? Now, I've been saying for years that they're shouting McCulloch.
Aye, Big Lee.
Aye, right. But I don't know because they start going McCallish and all this, and I just don't know what the fuck it is. But I'm still saying it's McCulloch.
Aye, it sounds better, but it is McCallish, and it does deliberately morph into Wallace. And I'll tell you why, which is fucking a wee bit boring, but it's factual. Mac, M-A-C, means son of. McCulloch was a battle cry. So now they're all sons of Wallace. That's why they take the saying, the meaning, and morph it into Wallace. So it was a purpose, done on purpose, which was pretty cool. But again, see, if you don't look it up, you're like, what the fuck? Is that McCulloch? Who's McCulloch?
Aye.
You have something to do with us?
I just took it down as like that must have been like the clan or something like that, know what I mean?
Aye.
And that was them just all shouting for it. But the next thing we're at Mirren's funeral, weren't we?
Aye,
And
mate.
her family's Maud's sitting there, she's wailing and fucking so it's a wee somber bit into it.
They don't know that they were married in secret.
Aye.
The minute they realise is when the father sees William bend down to her body and kiss her on the head
Aye.
and gear
Know
the
what I mean?
tartan. And
That's
then
it.
he realises they get married. You know what I
Aye.
mean?
Married in secret, know what I mean?
Easy missed
But-
that bit, so it is really, very, very easy missed.
Aye. But it's that see the bit afterwards, but obviously everybody's starting to leave the funeral and stuff.
Aye.
And Wallace just goes down on his knees in front of her Vader, and it's like asking for forgiveness. Know what I mean?
Aye.
He didn't do his job. He didn't protect her or fucking shit like that. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the fucking. It's quite strong, that scene. It's quite strong. But it's kind
the
of.
father then just changes his.
Aye.
You've lost her as well. You know what I mean?
Aye. That's it. It's well done, man. But again, it's the next scene is broke up, and the seriousness is kind of alleviated again.
Aye.
Where you've got
Comedy relief.
Aye, Cosmo, he's fucking. he's getting fucking pushed up on the whiskey because they need to cauterize his wounds, don't they?
Aye. So they're all like that. You do it, I'll hold them down. Oh, you do it, I'll hold them down. And then the boy that eventually does it, what they're going to do is they've hit up a sword, and they're going to plug it right into his wound. But the Hamish and Chib know that if they're the ones that are holding them down, they're getting a sore jaw.
Aye, but the next time the wee guy fucking sticks in, and it's fucking again good acting, man, because you fucking mad screaming noises that you don't fucking usually like. That's a bit weird. But as soon as he gets up, he starts running towards the wee guy, and he's like, I'm sorry.
Aye, launches an uppercut to him.
Aye.
And then just looks at him. I'll wake you up in the morning, boy.
Aye. And it's just
somebody's coming.
Somebody's coming. And then Hamish, fucking mate, I was killing myself. This is my fucking head again. He runs towards fucking Wallace, didn't he? And Wallace is like kind of hunched, right, with us hanging his horn, right? And he's like, somebody's coming. And he looks at him like, I am trying to, you cheeky bastard. Fuck off. Trying to wank myself happy here.
Somebody's coming. No, you fucking mid-wrecking bastard.
You an inconsiderate bastard. I was wanking to a thistle there.
So there's a wee troop of people running towards him. Cosmo announces them un-Scottishly. Oh, it's the McGregors from the next Glen. Everybody else to just well, it's all right, it's McGregors. We all know where they stay. Right.
They come down to join the rebellion, didn't they? Because they know the English are going to come down and burn them out their hussies anyway.
That's it.
For what's happened.
Don't want all you Amadants having all the fun. William gives him an out, as you say, mate. Look, you don't have to be part of this, we're in it. And then the guy does say, as you just said, look, it doesn't matter. We'll pay the price for it anyway. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So then we have
the Will.
And he's a shite actor, that cunt.
Aye.
Then we have a Celtic montage. Water and woods. We're running through the hills because we can't walk anywhere. In the water, up the hills, and in the hills.
I'll tell you what, see that Scottish landscape they're running through. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Aye.
And it's really Ireland.
It's really Ireland. Aye.
Aye. Fucking amazing.
It's fucking mental.
Aye.
Considering we have stuff just as beautiful in Scotland. I just don't know why.
I think Scotland was wanting more money for them to film in places.
Do you know what I mean? That's just us. And it just us. We've turned into the Longshanks. So the next thing we know, they've sacked another garrison under the guise of English soldiers. They're let in. Crafty bastards.
Aye, it's that lord, isn't it, that took Chibsy's wife away.
Aye.
And it's like revenge for him, isn't it? Because Chibs is like that revenge of a husband. Aye. And gives him a right fucking good scene too.
But just before he dies, he has one last go at trying to fucking frighten him into submission. And I've dispatched 100 men. They'll be on the way back any moment. And then William Wallace, did they look anything like this? I mean, wearing the uniform.
It was more like 50.
And as you say, mate, Big Chib, do you remember me? it was my noble right. I'm here to invoke the rights of our husband.
I was allowed to get my end away.
I knew I'm allowed to hammer you right in the fucking melt, you bastard.
But that's it. They burn this fort down, don't they?
They do, mate.
And it cuts back down to London. Longshanks has returned for France. Obviously, he's heard word that fucking Scotland is in open rebellion. Know what I mean? And he walks in, and his gay son is playing fucking archery. Know what I mean? And he's just
badly.
like, aye, and he's like, "What the fuck are
See
you
that?
doing?"
See that pish? That fucking. What am I trying to put into words? See if you need to have a tribe of people with you, basically just to applaud you at everything
Aye.
you do. Fucking vexes me.
Aye.
Eh, wonderful shots there. Wonderful.
Aye, it's fucking the wee posse into it. The wee hype men. But it's fucking aye. But
They're a
Longshanks.
fucking gang now, man.
Aye. But you see Longshanks, he's a different breed, isn't he?
He
He's just
is.
like, you're an absolute melt, son.
Mate, I can't say how amazing Patrick McGuigan is at playing this fucking bastard.
Aye.
We talked about it last night, and Patrick McGuigan's a kind of actor. I think he's a bastard in everything he does, and he comes across as one in real life. He's probably a really nice guy, but anytime he's a bit before my timeline. But anytime I've seen old interviews of him, and all that, he's always got a turtleneck on, and he's always looking down on the person. You know what I mean? As if he can't be asked being there.
Aye.
What a part he plays.
Aye. It's probably like a stage actor and all that. That's probably where he gets that for, you know what I mean? But then
Bonzi's boy, he gives him the fucking ultimatum, didn't he?
aye, he's like, I'm going back to France to
Expand your bloody kingdom.
aye, and I'll leave you to deal with this fucking nonsense up in Scotland. Know what I mean? Make sure you do it.
I
But
need you to quell this rebellion by the time I get back, basically.
aye.
One day you'll be a king. At least try to act like one.
Aye. But anyway, again, cuts to other scenes.
Aye, but see before that, obviously he's belittled Edward in front of people. Then he goes away, and then Isabella goes at him and goes, "Oh, you okay? Get away from me!"
Get away from me! Oh, fucking. Oh.
And the two French lasses, they wish him deed in French.
Aye, that's it. I her wee handmaiden, I think she is. She's one for a watching her, by the way.
Oh, she's a good lassie, her. She's good to the boys.
Aye, but I mean, even still, she's I hope he goes up to meet Wallace and you'll become a widow. But she's always seen these wee snidey things in French. I'm like, you're fucking
Jeanne Marine, her name is.
there
There
you go. But next scene is cut into Scottish villages getting burnt out into it for quell this rebellion. Know what I mean? And the soldiers are hunting Wallace. And
Hunting Scotsman, really.
Aye. And they come across this wee band that are out camping in the middle of nowhere, and they're chased to this.
This wee band sitting playing guitars and singing.
Aye. No, it popped into my head there. Seeing the Rocky film, or the guys doing the drum. Just imagine them out there going, do 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 do. Itchy back.
Except it's fucking Scotland. They've been sitting in that wee fire, just singing wet, wet, wet tunes or something. He would swear by his life for my life.
Aye.
It's a clever ruse, isn't it, mate?
Aye, they let themselves be chased into this, looks like a valley or something like that.
Aye. Not a quarry, but it
aye.
looks like a valley, aye.
Aye. But next thing you see that these English soldiers have rode into a trap with Wallace and that into it. And they're all just up on top of this valley, whatever quarry. And it's just like the wee wave.
How you doing? Welcome to our trap, fuckers. The next thing we swiftly see when I'm going to be derogatory towards Robert Bruce for most of the rest of the film, but it's a character I'm being derogatory to. Not my
Oh, aye,
great granddad.
not my ancestry.
No, not my ancestor. So Robert the Bruce runs into Creme Brulee's house with a hard on. Daddy, there's a rebellion. Doesn't say that, but he's excited. He's heard about the rebellion and the uprising and all that, and he's getting all patriotic. But his dad's not like that, you know, creme brulee face.
That's what he's saying. He's that they've just been the usual politician. Play both sides. Be in favour of this rebellion, and I'll talk to the English and further show that we're on their side. You know what I mean? Just playing both typical politician shit. Innit?
Support it for the North and condemn it for the South.
Aye.
And but Robert says to him, says like, it's now's the time. And his dad just says to him, no, the time's to survive. You know what I mean? Just you hold your horses, wee man.
Exactly. Daddy.
But I want to unsheath my sword.
Bitty.
Oh, you had to go there, mate. You had to go there.
Oh,
but his dad's like that. Says, you want to ride off with him, eh? Come in.
You want to do the old ways.
Meet my manservant, Kincaid. But she's like, come in, stay a while. No, you fucking...
Aye.
You
That was the thing with leprosy.
Bastard, you. You look as if you've been storing trying to get a fag off the back of the Batmobile.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, but
the French lasses have a wee scene after this. They're just walking about the castle, romanticising, aren't they?
Aye. You see Edward the First, he's having servants carry a fucking mirror about for him, isn't he? He's acting all dainty and stuff rather than actually deal with the fucking problem.
He's having a fashion show of sorts.
Aye.
Move on.
Aye.
Mirror carrier.
Aye. And the French princess, her handmaiden tells her the story, Wallace fights for love, and she starts romanticising, didn't she?
Aye. Do you know why he's doing all this? No, for a woman. Le woman! What happened? Well, what happened was William got married in secret, and he went up to the hills and he pumped her in the moonlight, and then English, little spot. William, you know lucky.
The flashing knobs.
It is I, Leclerc. But so this is the wee handmaiden says to her, "This is love, is it not, L'amour?" And she goes, L'amour.
Oh, butter my baguette.
Oh, jeez. Well, my croissant. So that was quite funny. I like the French, mate. I love the French. They don't take any shite. But
oh, fucking hell, man.
English. The next scene I had titled Big Pot of Mince with Stephen.
It's just is Wallace sitting with all his captains and talking about the English they'll start using heavy cavalry to run at us next.
Aye, so the deal is that not in the history of kind of battles that MD's ever heard of, the horses ever get defeated by just people without horses. Right?
Aye, that's it.
But they're in the woods and William's looking up at the trees, mate, isn't he?
Aye, he's just has a look about him. We'll make spears twice as long as a man. Hamish is like that. Oh, some men are longer than others.
And then he's there. Has your mother been telling you stories about me, lad? Fucking brilliant. William, riders approaching.
Aye, the first
Readers
ever
approach from two
module.
guys. Fuck's
Aye.
sake.
Oh, mate. That's when we get. We
I think
meet
guy's
some wee
called
guy.
Ford, isn't it? The first guy's called Ford or something like that.
Aye. Aye,
William, I've come to fight and die for you.
Aye, exactly.
You know, fight, stay alive for me. No, do you know what I mean?
Aye. My wife knitted this for you know what I mean? It was fucking pure pally, something up the arse, isn't it? And then we've got my man Stephen, a Scottish actor playing an Irishman for some reason. I don't know why.
By the way, man. But see, when the Ford, he bends down and William says, stand up, man, I'm not the Pope. And then after he said his wee bit, you just hear, all right, Father, I'll ask him.
If I fight for you, do I get to kill an Englishman? And then
Aye.
fucking Hamish is like that, look at him. Look. Do you are you crazy or do you converse with the Almighty? He's like, what is it? An Irishman is forced to talk to God to talk to an equal. And he goes,
Aye.
I'll ask him, Father. He says, the Almighty says, don't change the subject, answer the fucking question.
Easy Irish.
Oh, fucking
And then he
brilliant.
fucking pulls a dagger out to Campbell's throat. Crazy enough to get a dagger. Patch your guards, old man. That's my friend, the Irishman. Fucking William Wallace suddenly turns into John Wayne.
Aye.
Friend, the Irishman.
Oh, Pilgrim. Aye. But he just goes like, yes, if you join me, you can kill the English. Excellent.
Stephen is my name.
I'm the most wanted man on my island.
Although I'm not on me island. More's the pity. Your island? Yeah, it's mine. He fucking plays a great part. See David O'Hara that plays this part. I've met the guy and all that. He's a nice guy, right? But anything else he's ever done, he's been very monotone. He's been very that kind of character.
Aye.
Just worth a watching. But in this one, bit of acting, man. Do you know what I mean? And it does him great.
Aye. Aye, he is good, man. He's a bit of comic relief, isn't he? In an otherwise really serious film.
Exactly.
But he's good people.
You're a madman. I've come to the right place then. No, I'm a wee chuckle. That's brilliant, man.
Aye.
So then William's out getting a dinner, isn't he?
Aye, he's out hunting some fucking venison.
And he's shite back in. You know what I mean? I've just made a big pot of fucking pork mince bolognese. He's out getting venison.
But you're seeing camera shots of William, Stephen, and the other guy Ford, isn't it?
It's well written. It's well directed.
Aye.
It's cracking.
Aye.
Kudos to Big Gibson for that.
Aye. It's giving you the impression that Stephen is there to kill Wallace, innit?
Aye.
And it shows you.
It's making you as the movie going, oh, well, this makes sense. You know what I mean?
And Wallace he's got a bow and arrow, isn't he? And he's going to shoot Stephen, who's run towards him. But behind Wallace is the other guy, Ford, who's obviously an assassin sent to kill him. And long story short, Stephen kills him, doesn't he? And he's like, what does he says? The Almighty sent me here to protect you. He's like, I didn't like that guy. It wasn't right in the head.
Aye. And then one of the only kind of, well, I'm sure there's more if you look for them, but one of the faux pas in shooting, when he pulls the sword out the guy's chest, it is half a sword.
Aye, you see it flat in it.
Aye. So that wasn't done very well, but hey ho, that shit happens. But that, he wasn't right in the head. But then William looks up as if is he fucking talking to Jesus? Aye. So the runners return, chipping it, just to say that there's more people wanting to help. There's been an uprising. The Highlanders are wanting to come down. There's other Glens wanting to join and all that.
Aye. They're all amassing at Stirling to fight the English.
That's it.
And then
the Battle of Stirling Bridge.
Without a bridge. Oh,
Exactly, mate.
look at the size of this bridge. It looks like a big fucking valley.
Not a fucking bridge for miles.
Oh, aye.
So
Aye, for anybody that didn't know, the Battle of Stirling was on a big bridge, a big wooden bridge, and it
half the
must have
bridge I
been.
know, but the bridge was kind of important. You know what I mean?
It was like a main factor in the winning of the battle, but it must have been hard to do logistically or whatever. I don't know.
Much
I mean,
like the Saving Private Ryan that we done a few weeks ago. It was an integral part of getting across the water. Do you know what I mean? But hey ho, there was no bridge in this one.
New bridge, but you've got a couple of actors that kind of went on to, well, I'd say bigger things, but like a kind of successful career in this sort of stuff, weren't they?
Aye, well, definitely in Scottish stuff as well.
Aye.
English people probably know him for being the baddie alcoholic in Bill in the Bill, because that's what the Bill made. Everybody was a Scottish alcoholic guy. But we've got people like Alan Armstrong, Sean Lawler, Sandy Nelson, Peter Mullen.
Aye. I'd say
Ross
Peter
Thorne.
Mullen would probably be the most recognisable one because he's able to direct and write and everything, isn't
There's an Ozark.
he? Aye. So
Brilliant in Ozark, so he is. So
But,
much so that I had to look up to make sure it was him. His accent was that on point, man.
But the noblemen, they want to negotiate because they know what's coming down the hill, isn't they?
They make me disgusted to be Scottish, these bastards, man. So do they.
But it was true.
Aye.
It was all infighting. That's how it was fucked. But that's when you start seeing this massive English army coming out the hill into it. And again, you're seeing the people like Peter Mullen and stuff. They're sitting talking. Oh, they'll negotiate. We'll go home, and then they see this army, and they see that there's no way of negotiating. Know what I mean? It's either they fuck off or they die, and then that's when you kind of get this thing. They start right. I'm away home. I'm not dying for these cunts, and it's like, aye, I'm not gonna die, so this person can gain more land. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Which was technically what it was about.
Exactly.
I mean?
Which makes you think, why did they date beforehand? Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But aye. And see that bastard with eyebrows, Lachlan? Can he? Oh, fucking.
Is that Taj of Forever City, innit?
Aye. Wait, men, do not flee. Fuck off. Do not flee. Who says flee? Scotland.
Fly.
I knew it was coming at some point. Didn't know who'd date it first, but you get in there. You blew your load on it.
But the next thing, Wallace and his men arrived, didn't they?
Do not flee. Willie and his pals turn up.
Aye,
Dressed
right
a bit
up.
like, dressed a bit like
Smoke
yourself. Oh. You just do the rest of your face blue after this and fucking put Eiffel 45 on. 45 even.
Fuck that. I'm putting men on. I'm going to join the Blue Man group. How
Brilliant,
much
mate.
money they make?
So William, they all ride in. They're all up for it. Who's that? I don't know. I'm William Wallace. You're not William Wallace. William Wallace is, I'm in fact tall.
Aye.
Aye. And if he was here, he'd consume the English. The
Aye.
fucking
Fireballs from his eyes.
in his eyes and lightning bolts from his arse.
And everybody's you fucking man bastard, you. Aye. But then he's this mad rousing speech, didn't he?
He does say,
There he
aye,
is.
after answering Peter Mullen's question, no, we will go home and we will live. Aye. Fight
Aye.
and you may die. Go home and you'll live, at least for a while. And that's when it tirades into. But let me tell you this, mate. Every day from this day to that, can I ask you a little question, mate? Yeah, on you go, will you? Would you be willing, right? Think about it. From every day, from this day to that, to give it up for just one chance? One bloody chance. Freedom! Bloody freedom, mate. Would you be willing to do that? And that kind of gives them one erection, doesn't it?
Fucking brilliant. Oh, you enjoyed that scene that yourself there.
I remember the first time I seen it. And I would have been 18 when this came out. It was during Euro 96 in England. And Scotland, this is a useless bit of information, but I'm going to say it anyway. Craig Brown was a Scotland manager at the time, and Scotland were due to play Switzerland at Villa Park. And he took the whole squad to the pictures in Birmingham to watch Braveheart. And as you know, the rest is history, because we get beat half the English just before it, you know what I mean? But Super Ali scored a belter, and we beat Swiss 1-0.
Nice.
So we did.
So it works.
It does work, mate, aye. But well written. Very well written.
Oh, brilliant, man. It hits all the fucking pressure points, doesn't it? And then it turns that, you see the Peter Mullen character, it turns like the whole army's opinion that you're no there to fight for these nobles to get more land. You're there to fight for something more important.
Aye.
Know what I mean? That's the way to fucking look at it. Know what I mean?
That's it. And William just highlighted it. You're there to fight for your land, your country, your freedom.
Aye.
And that kind of spurs them all on. So that's the moment they're all erupted. We pan right back to the head of the English army. Oh, they seem quite optimistic.
Oh, they're going down for a bit of rough housing, is it?
Aye. But after it, Stephen says to him, fine speech.
Aye. But it's like, they go, we may as well go speak terms, know what I mean? And even the commander, he's like, the king's terms, I never live up to them. He's like, sire, we must. He's like, well, if you must.
If you must, go on then, fuck's sake. So Lachlan and Mornay, or Stuart, Mornay and Lachlan are away there to get more lands, probably, but I think.
Aye.
And Hamish just sees William, where are you going? Going to pick a fight.
Mate, see me, my mates, we say that far too often. I'm going to pick a fight.
But you would only say it in that context
Exactly.
for relevance to Braveheart, because we wouldn't say it if we're going to start a Barney. You know what I mean?
But that's they're having this discussion of terms and stuff in it. Leave this field, we'll give you lands, blah blah blah. And the whole time Wallace is just intimidating this guy, isn't he?
Aye.
Even the horses like, oh, this fucking boy's painted all fucking blue, get away from him.
He's circling them like a fucking vulture. Here are Scotland's terms.
Aye. Is that go back and apologise to everybody for 100 years of rape, theft, and murder.
Do that, and every one of your men will live today.
It's a bold strategy, Cad. Let's see if it works out. But that's it. Practically, Wallace shuts down any fucking chance of discussion into it.
That's preposterous. I'm not finished.
You hear me, the new.
Your captain, get him to present himself in front of my battlefield, put his head between his legs, and kiss his own arse.
See what would have. My man, that is vulgar.
I could never reach my bam bam.
But that's it. And it's Volume's kind of set the tone because he knows that message will get to that captain. And it's like it's like a red rag to a bull, isn't it?
Fight's on, mate.
It's already like a tactic.
So he says to Mornay and Lachlan, what does he say?
He's like, what is it? Run away. No, do it.
When I give the signal, go flank them behind the hill.
Aye. But it's like,
but he does say to him, "Oh, don't think we've run away."
Aye, do it, and let the English see you do it. He winks at him like he's gave him a fucking tip for the racing. Know what I mean?
That's it. So when he goes back to the starting line with all his troops, they get a wee blessing off the fucking Latin beard guy. And, That's when they start screaming and flashing,
Aye.
pull up their kilts, exposing themselves. So
That's the whole
English
thing.
sound
Goad in
archers.
the goad name into charging them into it
Aye,
to use these spears, and it works.
loose.
Aye, imagine that. Oh, well, I'm flashing my. Look at me, Peter. Look at me. I'm flashing my ass. Oh, you bastard! What was that? I've been stung by a bee.
Aye,
Big
So-
fucking arrow in the ass.
that's aye. That is good as well. The English obviously launch a tirade of arrows, and there's this moment where the arrows are mid-air. The Scots are still flashing and all that, going, "Hey, fuck you!" And then they realise, "Oh, getting close now." There's a kind of silence and a wisp through the air of the arrows just before they go, bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's eerily haunting, man.
I'm not sure if it's this film or if it's another one, but see when the arrows are in the air, you can hear the arrows hitting off one another. See like the sound of wind,
Right?
flashing.
Aye.
Which is fucking quite good as well. I'm not sure if it's this film or another one.
Ooh,
But-
aye, it was brilliant, mate.
Aye.
So they did that a couple of times, and the same young actor gets arrowed twice,
Aye. Just
which I
thinking.
noticed. But as you say, mate, there's one big arrow in the arse.
It's just I can imagine him. Look at me, Peter. Look at me, flashing these cunts. Oh yeah.
Aye. Did you not fucking think they would arrive? You stupid bastard.
Oh, mate.
So
Oh. So I tell you
Stephen-
right now, it's a brave man to show his bobby to a guy with a couple of arrows. I'll tell you that.
telling you, even
Yeah,
if
mighty
we are a
aim.
people, even if we are a people. But what do you call them? They're behind their shields. William Stephen just looks at William. The Lord says he pretty much get me out of this, but he says yours fault.
It just says, Aye.
I used to do that to people, man, just fucking for a laugh. Nobody understood that was dangerous. Yeah. It's time to bring that back out the cupboard.
Oh, but
Did I do that at work now when Jerry tells you something? He
the,
does a favour, Craig. Yeah.
oh, but the next thing,
Send the horses in it.
aye, send the horses in, run these cunts down because the Scottish soldiers that are on horses leave in it after Wallace's signal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just a matter of time of running the Scottish down and then that's it. But is this the whole thing? Hold. Hold. See, if you were in that front line, you'd be like that. Right, for fuck's sake, Willie, you've made your point.
Come on, Willie. Can we lift these bastards?
But aye, they've left the spears at the very last minute into it, and all these horses are just impaled on it.
Aye.
And again, practical effects, special effects, and all that, smashing
Superb.
because it just looks absolute fucking carnage, doesn't it?
It's why still to this day the battle scenes from this film are still considered some of the best ever recorded on cinematic film, because they just look fucking real.
Aye.
I mean, you've got the horses, right? First of all, then you've got limbs, bows, heads, mallets, throats, everything. There's nothing fucking off the table. There's no taboo in them.
Nah, it's just that's fucking following war, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing, the next wave of English soldiers get sent in into it, and it's see the way they do that. It's two conflicting sides. It shows you the Scottish army running, and they're all bogging bastards, all wearing just like fucking knitted jumpers or whatever. Then it turns to the
Aye.
English, and they're all shiny.
See,
Chainmail,
my biggest
well-presented.
problem, because as you say, they send infantry. See, my biggest deal with this is they're both running towards one another. They're sprinting like fuck.
Aye. You'd be fucked when you go there.
You're going to be able to lift your sword, man. Do you know what I mean? Again, for
Oh.
movie purposes, it works well. It's good to watch. They're getting closer and closer. And then when they eventually clash, it's just the noise in metal and wood. It's fucking pretty cool, man.
Aye, that's fucking superb, man. Again, blood on the camera and all this stuff. I think might have been one of the first things that done that. It's
Mhm.
just absolute pandemonium. Know what I mean?
Aye.
And again, it's like Cosmo. He gets his arm cut off and see the screamer lets it. You're like, oh, here, I could be fucking, that's the noise I would make.
Horn chopped off, just fucking plunges a guy, done it. There's no reference to his horn missing after this. It's just, that's where
Aye.
you see it happening, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Right after it happens, Stephen daggers a guy right in the face.
Aye. And it's just fucking, it's brutal, man. It's no like the usual medieval shit you used to see, you know what I mean? It was all on guard, all that shit, you know what I mean? It was fucking brutal, man. Legs getting cut off, heads, people getting hot in the head and blood pouring out of the fucking.
There's one guy, an English guy, and he takes a treble hit. Can't remember if it's this one, it's Falkirk, but he gets fucked with a horse, hanged with a sword, and then battered with a mallet on quick succession. You're like, oh, no bother, mate. See you later. But the thing that hammers at home, you're talking about brutality. See when the one night, William goes up to the top of the wee hill, and he looks back, and he just sees the battlefield.
Aye.
You're like, ah, fuck me.
Aye.
Because even in the moment of triumph, when they're all, yes, there's 2 or 3 guys at the front of us. I'm fucking, hello.
Aye. I know. Fucking, my spleen's there, son.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
And I never noticed that to this week. And I'm like, ah, fucking, that's good. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Fredo, fucking brilliant.
Aye. But it's brilliant, man. Because that was the thing as well. I remember Mel Gibson talking about this. Obviously, see when he goes up to that top of the hill and he's doing this mad breathing. It was like, it was like everybody, and it was like a real thing. Like he had like a disease. Like it wasn't one person in like Scotland and all that was healthy, perfect and all that. Everybody had an ailment, and that was like his kind of ailment. Know what I mean? So
what?
That's it.
What was his ailment?
I don't know. I think it was like some sort of fucking breathing thing. Because even you see him going up to that hill and he's going,
I just thought he was knackered.
No, apparently that's what it was. Like some fucking, don't know, bronchitis or some shit.
There you go. There you go. So they've won the day. Very quickly, this next bit doesn't have to be embellished on too much. He's knighted by the nobles. He declares he's going to invade England, and he mocks the nobles for no wanting to back him.
That's
basically. And he tells Robert the Bruce, look, you're a leader. If you lead, people will follow you. You know what I mean?
Aye.
But he's not going to get his help.
Yeah, so would I. I mean, but he's named Protector of Scotland as well, isn't he?
Aye, Protector of Scotland. But they all start bickering. He's like, fuck this, I'm off. And that's when he says, listen, talk all you want. I'm going to sack England. What? Aye, I need your help if you're about to get it. Oh, no. I've got the wins that night. I can't be doing that.
Aye. But, you just see Wallace attacking York, isn't it?
And it's just... see fucking Longshank's fucking freaky-eyed nephew. His eyes are round there. He looks like Sid for Ice Age, man.
Aye, he's just...
Sire, if you leave, you can escape.
He's what? Like, aye. He gets it, doesn't he? He's like, I'm not about to fucking tell my uncle I've lost him the greatest city in England. Know what I mean?
I'd rather get my head chopped off than go back and face my uncle. Listen, I'm all right. I ran away.
You'll not believe what happened. But
big battering ram, mate.
It shows you the siege of York and stuff, doesn't it? And it doesn't give you a big battle. It just shows you like the beginnings of it, sort of thing.
Doesn't have to, which is good. We don't need it after that Stirling one which was fucking apt. Basically, it's just a big battering ram scene. Getting into York in it, and the English pouring hot oil, boiling oil and arrows and rocks on it and all that. But that's it. And we're very quickly back to London.
Aye, and then there's Longshanks is back in London, isn't he? And his son is fucking acting all paranoid, and his lover, he's like, stand up to him.
I
stand up
will
to
do,
him.
and more.
And more.
Oh, you mate, aye.
And it's
Can I
just
stay and watch it? Can I?
and Longshanks walks in, and it's like fucking.
He's just back from France, isn't he? He's been away for fucking
he's
the
been-
duration of Oiris.
Aye, and he's like, how goes the affairs in Scotland and whatever? And he's like, oh, it's fine, Daddy. Everything is cushy. And he just goes, well, my advisors tell me that our completely Northern Army is obliterated, and it's just, oh, you fucked up.
That's when they get their fucking parcel force delivery in it.
Sire, an urgent message from York. And Edward
Wallace,
II,
His
he's
York. What?
and then the
Sack
next
York?
thing, he pulls out his nephew's head, didn't he? And the other guy, this man's a barbarian, sire. Your own nephew's head. What did you think this was, mate? Know
I
what I mean?
know, but while they're all fucking kind of losing their shit, Longshanks is just focused into it and he's reading the note. He's realising as well, he says it out loud, if Wallace can sack North, then he can invade England,
That's
can
it.
start making his way in. He already
That's
has.
it. Aye, because I think, see, York at the time, I think it was like a major travel route
It was
to the north,
the
wasn't it?
biggest one, aye.
But-
In the north, definitely. So,
It's just Edward II has he's always, sire, we must do this, know what I mean? And who is this person talking to me like I need his counsel?
this is Philip, sire. I've named him my High Council. Oh. And does he have experience in such things?
Is he
And then-
qualified?
Is he qualified? Then Mad Philip with a teeth man. I am very well versed in the arts of war. Are you?
And the guy just goes, oh, well, tell me, Philip, what would you do about the caravan? Just fucking launches him out the window, didn't he? Like a fucking bag of washing.
Brilliant.
Aye.
Absolutely brilliant. Right out the window. Nobody's seen it coming, especially no fucking Philip.
It's see the wee soldiers at the bottom, but like the body's landing and they look up like, who's that? Oh,
Back to my post.
post.
Brilliant, that, isn't it? I think that's cracking. It's see wee things in the film that they make you go, oh, well done. Attention to detail here.
Yep.
I just look at it. Who the fuck did? Whoa!
Aye. Oh, the big cheese. But aye, his son goes to attack him, didn't he, for revenge for killing his boyfriend practically, and Longshanks again just sets about him, didn't he? But see when he kicks him and all, he leaps at oh, and you're just
Oh, I know.
like you're no cut for this, are you?
He did. He pulled his punches with that kick and all, and
Aye.
he still laid and he go, oh, my velvet, oh.
But you see Longshanks again, and it's just the wheels working in his head. Hell, I need to make a truce. Who do I send? I can't go up myself. They'll cut my head off.
Or it might be my head in a basket.
If I send my son, that'll just encourage him. Who do I send? And the next thing, it just sends the princess down, doesn't it?
It does, mate. It does. So what next? We cut off. William's dreaming of morning. I'm dreaming. Aye, you're dreaming, but you must wake. Wake, William. Wake, William. And then William wakes with news that Isabella's arrived. Banners of truce. Wants a wee chat with you and that.
Aye, he's in this tent, and she's only heard about Wallace through what she's heard in London. Know what I mean? He's a mad barbarian, murdering, killing, fucking savage, and all this. Know what I mean? And he's telling her his experience of what's happened up in Scotland.
Aye.
And she's kind of conflicted. But then her wee aide is there like, don't listen to him, he's a fucking liar and he's a savage. And then Wallace talks in different
Says it in
languages.
Latin.
Aye.
And then he says, or French if you prefer, s'il vous plaît, and says it in French.
Aye.
And the two
then
are like, he's not a man, this barbarian. He
The
knows his
fleshing
shit.
knobs. Hello. This is Nighthawk.
Nighthawk calling. Hello, chaps. Hello.
Good morning.
How about I sing him a song, honey? Oh dear.
But aye, the princess
You
is like
stupid woman.
that. Oh, fucking brilliant. But aye, the princess is just like, hey, I'll talk to this guy myself. On your way, jog on.
Leave us.
Aye. And that's what it all comes down to. He wants to give you this gold and all that, and
Lands and titles and pish. If
aye,
you stop what you're doing.
that's it. And then she
But
sees this, aye, it means Murty Wallace and fucking lands and titles and riches and all this shit in it.
he's insulted by the offer,
Aye.
but she's only sending a message.
Yep.
And as you say, he educates her on what's happened to him, what Longshank's fucking last promise of peace was that he saw as a wee boy. It's went over, and all that. And then she says to him, she just blurts out to him, "You're doing this for your woman,"
Aye.
and it just fucking looks as if.
Aye. How'd you
But he
know?
opens up, doesn't he?
Aye. Aye, that's it. But the whole long story short, he says to the princess, you can tell Edward, I will only advance from York as long as he comes and meets me here. Sort of thing. Know what I mean?
But he does say to her, he says, "Look," he tells her about Murrin. He says, "I don't know, I've not spoken about it before now. I don't know why I tell you now, other than I can see her strength in you."
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? He says, "One day you'll be a queen, but you need to open your eyes."
Aye. Aye. Educate yourself. But
So back to London, mate.
aye.
He accepted a bribe.
Oh, aye. So, no, sir. He turns you down. He says he will only advance from York if you go and meet him in battle. And he's like, huh. Well, and then he goes back to his wee board. And this guy has been fucking grifting for we left him into. He's sending the Welsh up one side of the island. I think he's sending an army run in a river, maybe, and he's calling for Irish reserves as well.
Aye.
And the whole truce meeting was to keep him at York, was to keep Wallace at York so he could do this.
Oh, it's great. Just say it kind of highlights what a forward-thinking tactician, ruthless bastard Longshanks was, because all the while he's portraying all these things as an idea,
Aye.
to which his boy's saying, "Well, it's too late. When is this going to happen?" Already happened, mate.
Aye.
Fucking your old dad's in there.
Aye. I sent them before I sent your wife.
Aye.
You know what I mean? And it's like, oh.
How dirty! You're a kid.
And then, which is good as the next bit's kind of good as well. It's like the princess and Longshanks have this kind of face off in it, and it's like, what did you do with the gold? Oh, I gave it to the starving people. And Longshanks is like, oh, this is what happens when you send a woman. And she's like, well, like I kind of put down, well, I kind of thought you would want people on side that you're going to rule over because they're suffering. Know what I mean? And it was like, aye.
And that's the first time Longshanks we see coughing.
Aye.
Just at the end, it just like that, man.
Aye.
So the next thing, obviously, Isabella's made up her own mind about things.
Aye.
And she sends William a letter, didn't she?
That's it. Telling him what's actually happening. And cuts to quick scene. Wallace has to get his army back up to Scotland because they're going to sack Edinburgh. And he said, oh, we're up there. And he charges into this hall to talk to the nobles again into to get their support. And they're still bickering amongst each other again. But Wallace is just saying to them, if you join us, we can fight, we can win. He's doubted us at Stirling, and we won. And he just practically calls them out, didn't he?
Aye.
These are cowards, know what I mean? They're too busy wanting fucking your own purposes better.
Help me, for the love of God, help yourselves.
Aye.
And he's like to Bruce, puts his horn out, join us, join the clans and all that.
Aye.
And Bruce
That's
does.
Aye. You can lead us, you can unite everybody, and we can all fight as one. And it's the Falkirk, isn't it?
But aye, but no sooner as the Bruce gave his promise,
Aye.
then fucking creme brulee, his dad, has told him, that's not going to happen, son.
Aye. Don't join the side that's about to be slaughtered.
Aye. And then, as you say, we're at Falkirk, mate.
Aye. There's people out there before the battle. They're oiling up the field and stuff. Obviously, part of a tactic. The next thing, the army's assembled, and you're looking across to the English army, and it's massive in it. It's the
huge.
best of the best.
There's no Bruce. Everybody else just turned up on the Scottish side apart from Robert the Bruce.
Aye, nobody
And,
trusted that cunt.
Fucking telling you.
Oh,
So they're noticing this, and Mom goes like, "It's all right. He'll come. He'll arrive." He fucking does.
aye.
So Longshanks is there, and his first kind of tactic is send in the Irish.
Aye.
Arrows cost money. The dead
Aye.
cost nothing.
Is it? Send in the Irish.
So flippant. You know what I mean?
Aye, it's just just shows you, man, doesn't value anybody.
So again, we have this montage of them running towards one another and just about to climax, and they just stopped, didn't they? It's good to see you this morning.
Everybody's had a fucking Guinness and it's like, hey.
Had a wee shillelagh.
Aye.
Stephen's already promised not to worry. She said, don't worry about the Irish.
Aye.
I told you, it's mine.
Aye, he's that.
Fucking
What he's like, what he's fucking like.
Aye. So William goes like that. Aye, watch this. And that's when they fire the arrows to the oiled battlefield and start burning English in it.
Aye, burns the English soldiers and that, and they're all trapped behind this flame. And it's just, again, looks fucking pandemonium, doesn't it? Longshanks starts sending more troops in. And they're all
charge!
Aye.
There's a wee Scottish guy fucking somersaults into battle.
He was wanting to self-notice, wasn't he?
Oh, brilliant, man. Aye, well, he was. He was noticed.
Aye, but again, this battle's got a different feel to it, isn't it? Because it's dark and fucking it's more moody than the one at Stirling. Know what I mean? Kind of
Even
set
the
the
fact
tone.
Wallace is wearing a wee helmet thing doesn't suit him.
Aye. And it's just it's sends for a signal for the nobles to come in with the horses, didn't he? And it's just they don't. And
they just turn their back and fuck off, and it's that bastard Lachlan smammy with it.
Aye.
But
it's just nobody else knew about it except Longshanks, didn't he? Because his commander's like, I offered them lands in Yorkshire. And was it Lachlan turned for far less?
Aye.
You're like that.
Send in the archers. But sire, won't they hit our troops as well?
Aye.
Yes.
Continue.
They'll hit theirs as well.
And that's just showing you he's right, but it's cold as fuck, innit? But in his mind, it's just win at all costs.
Aye. And in that day, that is what makes a fucking king. Do you know what I mean?
Brutal, man.
So, kudos to him for that. So the next, quite heavy casualty rate in this wee war. Chip gets it. The McGregor guy gets it. For the next Glen. Remember? For the next Glen. And,
Cosmo gets it.
Big Cosmo. Big Campbell takes some fatal blows as well.
Even my man, Wallace, he takes an arrow.
Aye.
And it's all gone Pete Tong, isn't it?
Must have just fucking missed his heart, by the way. It's right up there.
I know. Aye.
So it was.
But
even when he's in his wounded state, he sees that about turning Longshanks, didn't he?
Aye, because Longshanks goes, send in the reserves. And
shall we retire?
Shall we retire? What does it say? Bring me Wallace. Alive. If dead, just as good.
Excellent baddie, man. So Wallace sees them retiring, but even in his injured state, he's like, fuck it, I'm going for him.
Aye.
So gets a horse and decides to take it upon himself to get Longshanks.
Aye.
So the wee procession sees him coming, and one of the English guards says to this knighted, masked, helmeted guy, protect your king.
Protect the king. And it's just Wallace charging this knight, the Black Knight, shall we call him? 'Tis but a scratch. And knocks him off his horse, didn't he? But he goes to save Wallace is dead, and Wallace pulls him down. He pulls his head. I don't know why he just didn't stab him to begin with, but it's obviously dramatic effect. But whips off the helmet, and it's Robert Bruce in it, and it's just fucking. It's the absolute betrayal, and it's superbly acted by Mel Gibson.
Oh, aye.
You see that bit, he throws himself down, and he's just staring at him, and fucking he's starting to well up because he's like, you're like my hope. You are going to lead us.
See through Mel Gibson's eyes, you see him weighing up every single thing. You see him calculating what's happened and what's happening, and realizing what the fuck. It's amazing, man.
Aye. It's just he looks there and he sees English troops are running towards him, and he's weighed it all up. And he's like, "Fuck it, I'm just lying down."
Yeah, lays down and dies. That's
aye.
probably just as the saying goes. You know what I mean?
Because that's it. He's like, "What am I fighting for?" Know what I mean? The guy that can unite us betrayed us. Know what I mean? This is a fucking winless campaign. But no sooner does Stephen appear, didn't he? With a horse. And Bruce is like, get him out of here. Know what I mean? Get up.
Go!
Aye. And it's that wee tune again. Is it For a Princess? The tune is. And you're like that. Oh, my boy.
Aye. So he fucking gets out of Dodge, but he's dropped his hanky.
So I ask you, see when you seen that in the pictures, what were you like? Were you like that? Fucking, this is a shite film.
I was like, fucking surely no. How have I not heard about this? Is that right? I had to know. I had to find out. But it was already a thing within days it was released that it was being panned for it and all that kind of stuff because obviously the Bruce is a big deal up here. But he gets his hanky, didn't he?
Aye, drops his hanky. Aye, Mirren's hanky, and he's kind of holding it and living with his shame. But
the aftermath is Big Cambo. I'm dying. Let me be.
Aye. I've grown old till I see he's become good men. I've lived long enough to be free.
That's a touching scene, man. Big Hamish greeting his fucking gets you, man.
Aye.
Get you up. Brendan Gleeson.
The big fucking solid guy all the way through, isn't it?
I don't want you to go. You're going to live.
No, you know what I mean?
Stop it.
It was like watching Terminator 2 with a thumbs up.
I'm getting quite fucking somber thinking about it now, you know what I mean?
But
it's Robert the Bruce is wandering the battlefield, disgusted with himself. He's in a malaise. The only other people there are the wives and the widows looking for their dead husbands and stuff.
Even that is fucking so telling and poignant as well. See that just lifting up dead bodies to see if you recognise the face, and then just putting it back down when it wasn't yours. Know what I mean? You're like that.
I remember a documentary or something that just a wee thing that stuck in my head. They were talking about that scene, and they were talking about the fog setting in, the mist. And the historian says that wasn't a mist or a fog. That was the steam rising off dead bodies. He says that was a thing. Like, fucking hell, man. You know what I mean?
When it does fall down factually and stuff, it's done better in other places.
Aye.
You know what I mean? But you see Bruce talking to his father, isn't he? And he's fucking... I betrayed Wallace. I took it for him. I took the hope, the spirit, and everything for him. And he's just saying to his dad, he's not going to become his dad because his dad is about surviving, play both sides, live to tell another day.
Angus McFadden that plays Robert the Bruce is Scottish. It doesn't fucking sound Scottish, but I think so. But it does act this part really well when he's speaking to his dad because he looks genuinely fucking. What have I done? I've not just betrayed my country, I've betrayed that man. He says, and I've seen it in his eyes when I fucking betrayed him in the battlefield. It's off.
But he says to his father, I'll not be on the wrong side again. Know what I mean? And that's his character built, isn't it?
Aye, but saying that, Creme Brulee knows there and then fuck. You know what I mean? That's it. And it's Ian Bannon that plays. Well, Ian Bannon, Robert the Bruce's dad, he knows that he's going to have to set him up, and that is what happens. Him and the nobles. He's like, my son's by the by now. He's
he's taking with this boy.
aye. So, and Ian Bannon is a
But it's
classic
like
actor.
the next wee bits in it. It's just brilliant. Wallace is the nobleman that betrayed him in it. He's having a nightmare, and the next thing, Wallace busts through his door on horseback and whacks him in the fucking face with his mace. And see the effects for that as well. Brilliant for the time, know what I mean?
Aye, because obviously it's movied up, but before the guy's done in, he's dreaming about being done in.
Aye,
and he
no,
fucking wakes up. Know what I mean?
It's good at it. And
then, go, you see it.
When he dives out the window.
Big fake horse.
Aye. It floats.
Aye.
Oh, mate. But
the two of them leave the window at the same time, and William hits the water first because he's obviously heavier than a horse. Know what I mean? But as you say, the horse fucking catches the wind, floats down.
Mate. Fucking brilliant, man. But after that, it's at the nobleman's dinner, isn't it? And they're all eating, talking about how Wallace killed him and stuff. And aye, man, Bruce is like, oh, maybe you'll be next. Maybe me. And the wee guy's like, I'm serious, Robert.
So am I!
I!
And the blood starts dripping down.
Aye. And then it's your pal. He drops down. Fucking
Smarmy eyebrows, motherfucker.
Aye.
Dropped on the dinner table. Aye. Ruining the spread.
Aye, all sitting down to have a wee bit of hind soup. But
and then we have our second tartan montage. And there's people telling stories and fables. And one's a fucking pure Irish guy.
Aye.
Not an old man for Scotland. Is Robert, it's with Belfast, man.
He's like Moses through the Red Sea.
Aye. William Wallace killed 50 men.
Aye.
50 if it was warm. But Glenn.
Exactly. But it's just showing you that his myth is growing again, isn't it? And you hear your Longshanks is like that. It'll be worse than the first time. Know what I mean? We need to put a stop to this. We need to get him assassinated. And he plans to use the same trick he done before, isn't it, with a nobleman at the start of the film.
So a wee bam full of assassins under the guise of the princess's standard and stuff like that, peace. But the princess has alerted them that it's a trap. So they turn up, lock them in the barn, set them alight.
Set them on fire. And then it's seen Wallace goes to get the wee French woman, and he's like,
in a cabin in the woods, a little wee princess at the window stood, saw wee Willie running by, knocking at his door. Pump me, she said. English will breed me dead.
Why you gonna love me, sexy? Ah!
Oh, brilliant, man.
We sweating, baby.
So she's looking at the window for him, and William decides to just turn into fucking David Blaine and teleport into her house with a hood up against the wall.
Mate, it's just
stealth mode Wallace would have done wonders on the battlefield, I'm thinking, you know what I mean?
But he's like, this is the second time you've warned me about this. Why are you doing this? Why do you do this? And she's just like, oh, it's because of the way you're looking at me right now.
I know. She's met him once.
You know what I mean? And the next thing, they did.
Oh, la
Relavu. Ha ha.
Once a boy, now I'm aching for you. I don't know why I'm singing Erasure, fuck's sake. Oh, more. That's what it is, isn't it? So comes the princess, who in real time in histories would have been 3-year-old. Right, okay,
Aye.
just get out there.
Exactly.
So obviously.
Oh,
Then we get a
dearie me,
wee
man.
kind of a montage where everybody's at that moment. We've got the Bruce just racked with guilt, contemplating life. We've got the king who's taken seriously ill in his bed, and we've got Isabella walking about the castle. Know what I mean? Just radiating, I've been bumped.
Aye. I've had some of that Angus beef.
Aye.
But aye. Next thing, it's Bruce has sent a message to Wallace, isn't he? He wants to meet him in Edinburgh. They're going to talk about becoming one, this thing, unite Scotland. Know what I mean? Do what's good for the country and stuff. But Hamish is as a wee signal, he gives him back his cloth thing, didn't he?
Aye.
His hanky thing. He's like,
Murray's hanky, aye.
aye, that's it. But,
everybody knows it's a trap, including William Wallace.
Aye.
The only person that doesn't know it's a trap is the guy that set the meeting, who's Robert the Bruce.
Aye.
Whose dad, obviously, that click moment is when I'm fucking going behind your back here with the nobles.
Yep. That's it. And it's, you see Wallace is like that. We've got to try. We can't keep doing this. There's got to be a better way to do it. Know what I mean?
So much so that him and Hamish are having an argument about it, because Hamish is, you fucking stupid. Where are you going? Don't go. He said, I've got to go. Do you know what I mean? Hamish just gives him a love punch. Come here, you fucking bastard.
That's it. Mad to Stephen. Jesus.
I know.
But no sooner as Wallace down in Edinburgh, got to meet Bruce. And it's just, it's like, see, my head went right to it. See, when Bruce walks out with his arms out like that, it's just right back to the hangover. What? Not enough already? Oh, fucking amazing. But
it's quite the way Bruce comes down the stairs, magnanimous, as if, that wasn't me at fucking Slater J and Falkirk. No, hello!
Aye, how you doing?
I came down the stairs like, all right, mate.
Aye. Know what I mean?
It's all slow motion. It's all unfolding. The stable hand that takes Wallace's horse away just looks at somebody. They look at somebody. They all look back.
Aye, it's all signals in it.
But then
And the
Bruce
next thing
realises, no.
That's it. And there's our Willie taking on a battering. But Bruce tries to get in the way as well, doesn't he? And I know the deal was Bruce was not to be harmed and stuff.
The Bruce is not to be harmed. That's Charles Irvin, who I went to school with, used to shout that at me. Just anytime in school and outside school. The Bruce is not to be harmed. I mean, all right, mate. Funny as fuck. But I think he still says it this day. So Bruce didn't know, and the next thing, Father!
Aye, and that's what he's saying to him. He's like, aye, I've made a deal with Longshanks. You're going to be king and stuff. I've made sure it's fucking. And he's like, he's battling him after the war. He's like, why? Why did you fucking do this? And it's just showing you the contrast between Bruce and his dad.
Aye.
That
the price of your crown.
Aye, I'm not going to be the way you fucking are. I'm going to be a real leader.
But it's one of the last things his dad says to me, says, it's good you hate me, now you know. But it's like, you're ready to be a king.
Aye.
My hate will die with you. Fucking respect.
But we're down in London. Wallace has been tried for treason and he won't confess. He's flung into the jail and the princess comes to see him. And
Aye.
She's like, you need to beg for mercy and all this. You might even get put into the Tower of London, kept prisoner. He's saying, nah, I'm staying by my fucking word, my morals, my beliefs.
Aye.
And she gives him fucking, looks like Powerade or something.
Milk of the puppy.
Take this. And then one wee last kiss. And the next thing we see, William spits it out.
I've always had a problem with that bit.
Aye.
Because it's a full-blown tongues, mouth open kiss after he's took this tonic.
So a French kiss?
I see what you did there.
It is I, Leclerc.
Eh, aye, so, but he must have regurgitated it or whatever it was. So
Aye.
he does say to her before he takes it, like, I need to have my wits about me. Do you know what I mean? I can't have my senses numbed. But he
Aye.
spits it out. And then he has a wee pray to God and just says, please give me the strength, doesn't he?
Because you can hear the crowd outside being entertained and all that, and they're just waiting for it. Meanwhile, the princess, she's away begging for mercy at Longshanks' bed, isn't she?
Aye.
And Edward II's like that. Before he could, his last words were, his final fucking thing he would like to know is that Wallace is dead. Know what I mean?
Before he's lost his powers of speech.
Aye. And then that's when she goes round and starts whispering into Longshanks' ear, isn't it? Aye. What grows in my belly isn't your fucking boy. It's not your seed, know what I mean? Your son
won't
won't
not
be on the
sit
throne for
long on the
long.
throne. I swear to you.
Aye. And it's just Longshanks fucking and that's what you kind of see the battle between her and Longshanks. She wins, know what I mean?
Aye. Here comes the girl. There you go. Feminists. There's another leading lady getting in there.
But
So, execution time, mate.
that's it. Wallace comes in on a cart, starts getting pelted with stuff.
Rotten fruit, vegetables, because there'd been no fruit back then.
Aye.
Rotten vegetables.
Sparkling for good measure and stuff. I just total hostile crowd, isn't it?
Aye, Miggs gets him a nod, didn't he?
Aye.
Multiple Miggs.
Oh. Well, he's up on this torture stage. And who is this? Is this guy? Is he just the torturer? I couldn't remember what he was.
Well, the term judge, jury, and executioner is
Aye.
an actual factual thing.
Aye.
And that guy is the judge, jury, and executioner. So, but he's also a bit of a showman. He's a compere as well. And he's forever giving him an out. He's forever saying, swear your allegiance to the king and your death will be swift. Because as soon as he gets him up there, he takes the towel off to show William the tools, the instruments that he's going to be using on him. You know what I mean? He frighten the shit out of him, basically.
That's it. So that psychological thing.
Latterly shows him the axe to say, look, if you swear allegiance, heed off. We'll talk no more about it.
Aye. But the next thing, it's just hang him. You know what I mean? The fucking Wallace is hung, isn't he? See, I'll say this for the people back in the day. They knew how to torture.
Oh, fucking
They
right.
knew how to torture because that was a thing as well. They would hang people just to the point of death, and then they would put them back down. You know what I mean? You're like, ah, fucking hell, man.
Aye. And all the while, Hamish and Stephen have made it into the crowd miraculously.
Aye.
Wearing nothing but a hood.
Well, a couple of Jedis.
So they're hanging him, as you say, mate. And that the judge will call him pleasant, yes.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
But there's no saying fuck off.
Aye. Eventually, drops down. He's like, just kiss this wee emblem, and it'll all be over.
I know.
And,
You will feel no more.
Aye.
As if you have your nut.
Aye.
Rack him!
Aye, that's it. Aye, Wallace gets up to his feet, didn't he? And you hear the crowd all going, oh. That next thing, like he says, rack him. He's up, getting stretched. Again, that looks fucking horrible as well, man. Know what I mean?
Aye. It does. Getting pulled between a solid thing, mate, and a horse pulling you, stretching your limbs. Know what I mean? You're lucky arms and that don't come out. I suppose they probably did back in the day.
Aye.
For malnourished people, but they drop it. The judge is testing the tension on the rope. I know as if fucking he's taking this.
Aye.
Drop him. But at that time, nobody's running away because no way, he must be like that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And they get him up on the cross.
Yep, that's it. Strap him down, start cutting down his t-shirt and all that, and then it's just this camera angle because I think it's to kind of leave it to your imagination, the horrors that's happened. like underneath the camera. But
That's why the small person, midgets, fuck it, I don't care. The show before he was up there, playing to the crowd, showed you exactly what happened. The next thing was getting disemboweled because they play it out like the rope coming out of him and smitty his intestines and all that kind of stuff. So he's lying there getting disemboweled, man. You can only imagine.
Exactly. And this whole time, like, while this is happening, like, music has started again. You know what I mean? This
And it turns the crowd. It turns the crowd, doesn't it?
Aye. And this guy's in his ear. Just beg for mercy, and it'll all be over and all this. And it's just, like he says, it's turned the crowd. When he walked in there, it was fucking enemy number one.
Again, just like the princess, he was what they were told he was, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But a woman, an English woman, just shouts out, mercy. No, like that.
Mercy. Oh my God, I said mercy.
Julian Clary was there. Mercy. And then Hamish and even are saying, mercy, William. Just say mercy. Jesus Christ. But William says to the judge, Quiet! The prisoner wishes to say a word.
Aye. No, I mean, as you say, as the fucking music's building, it cuts back to the Bruce in Edinburgh. He's just looking into the distance, just imagining what's going on.
And the princess, she's in the
Aye.
a wee room just listening, and the king's listening for his dying bed.
Aye, exactly. And it builds up, and then our Wally fucking just lets out the word that everybody up in the land has been shouting.
Freedom!
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye, he shouts freedom there.
Aye. But you say, mate, crescendos with the music, and I think Longshanks takes his last breath at that time and all, didn't he?
Aye. Longshanks is kind of snapped out of his fucking haze that, I'm on the road out. The princess, a single tear comes down. And you see, like, the crowd and all that, they just can't believe it. Even the judge can't believe it.
You know what's brilliant when he does it? Bit of acting. It's Hamish and Stephen both shut their eyes as if.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. It's just the whole thing. The executioner just goes like that, nods. Right, time to cut his head off. And you see, you just see him. He's looking through the crowd, and he sees Mirren wandering through the crowd and stuff, didn't he? And it's just fucking. He's passing into the afterlife anyway, but it's just you're seeing the whole thing. The hammer's going up, coming down. Eventually, obviously, comes down, beheads him, and that's when he lets go of the hanky.
That wee music bit, which was played at their wedding, the wee kind of wispy fucking music, and he doesn't notice he's Hamish and Stephen, and then she appears behind them. It's fucking, it's brilliantly done. And like you say, mate, it's all slow motion, and the axe is coming down ever so slowly.
Yep.
No, I know you're dead. Because the axe is coming down ever so slowly. And Mirren's smiling. So is he.
It's like the whole thing, isn't it? They're going to meet in the afterlife. But no sooner as that scene passed, that's fucking. You hear Bruce talking again, isn't it? And it's like, as an army's assembled on another field of battle. It's just after the beheading, he was quartered. His body was sent to the four corners of Britain and stuff.
His head was placed up London Bridge.
Aye. But it didn't have the effect that Longshanks was hoping it would.
No.
And now that I'm on this field of battle, about to pay homage to the King of England for my crown sort of thing, into it. And it's obviously it's Bannockburn into this battle.
Very poignant in the calendar of history for us anyway. And even then, the leader of the English army's right-hand man says, I hope you've washed your ass today. It's about to be kissed by a king.
That's it.
Because obviously Roberts claimed the throne of King of Scotland by this time.
Aye.
I guess he had to get the country behind him. Do you know what I mean? William told him that as much anyway.
Aye.
And his speech isn't as arousing as fucking Wallace's at Stirling, but he looks at you still get William Wallace's hanky, Mirren's hanky,
Aye.
Don't like that. But nah,
Nah.
no, they
Nah,
fuck what to do with him. Shouldn't have it.
Exactly.
He gave
Bit
it to
creepy.
Wallace.
Aye.
Know what I mean, but he says, "You've bled with Wallace. Now bleed with me."
Aye.
Nobody answers apart from Big Hammy.
He walks, he steps it. He's got Wallace's sword.
Na, 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 na.
But takes his sword into and just fucking launches it into the pygmy. And like you were saying, that's kind of like a homage to another thing that actually happened on it.
Mhm.
The launching the Bruce's heart or something into a battle.
Aye.
So, but
Because it was after he died,
aye,
and they launched the Bruce's heart into the battlefield, and that spurred Scotland on to fucking to win, apparently.
aye,
But Big Hamish, it's Wallace's sword he throws,
aye,
and he throws it like a rock.
aye. But
So
it's
it
like
did
that.
matter in battle eventually, which is quite
Aye.
funny.
Aye, but aye, like you says, that music builds up to big crescendo and all that, doesn't it?
Wallace,
Aye.
Wallace.
And like the final scene is the Scots running at this English army, isn't it? And you
Slow
see
motion.
that they're kind of taken back. Like, fuck, what's going on here?
Aye.
Know what I mean? But
And the last narration is for Wallace, Mel
aye,
Gibson. And it just says, like, in the year of our Lord, 1314, sons and daughters of Scotland rose up against English tyranny and they won back their freedom.
aye.
You're all fucking welling up thinking about it here. Oh,
Aye.
Jesus, I'm glad I never wore makeup now because it'd have been running.
But aye, that's that, isn't it? And you're just
Aye.
left with, oh, that's it.
And then after that film, you just want to run into the tune and start battering people.
Aye, fucking. But aye, good film, man.
Oh, brilliant
Yeah.
film.
I mean, I think it's even for people that are only Scottish. I think they like that film. Know what I mean? Because
Aye.
it is obviously we're a bit more pernickety about it because we know stuff. But
Aye,
if you're just fucking sitting watching that, you'll be like, "Oh, smashing film."
exactly.
and
But
it's
it's a brilliant film. It
aye,
stirs up the belly and all that kind of stuff. And as you say, mate, even from a cinematography point of view, music and all, everything was it was great, man. And it pays homage to Mel Gibson as an actor, who is very underrated because he's done a couple of touchy things. You know what I mean?
aye,
Like fucking Passion of Christ. But I
Yeah.
watched Passion of Christ and it made me want to be fucking more Christian. You know what I mean?
Aye. He does that. See with his films when he is directing, he is a good director because he hits all the pressure points, for a lack of a better phrase. Know what I mean?
Aye.
With this, makes it romantic, if you know what I mean, to appeal to an audience.
Aye.
Even Apocalypto,
Oh,
there's like no dialogue in that really,
no.
and it's just but you're invested on certain characters. Know what I mean? Being wronged.
Definitely, mate.
uh.
So, Braveheart out of 10.
I'll get a 9, mate. It could be a biased 9, but it's a 9.
Aye. Even though it's unfactual, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's another perfect movie. A fun, even, but it's no perfect. I've just fucking contradicted myself by saying that. It's no perfect, but it's a perfect movie.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
It's just done great. 10 out of 10. It's nothing to do with being Scottish. I promise you.
Aye. But aye.
You get a Glaswegianism for it.
Bold ticker.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I started this. Oh, you just. Would you say bold ticket?
Bold ticker.
Or bold ticker?
Aye.
Right. Mine's just hardy cunt.
Oh, fuck's sake, one.
So, by the way, we've got our next two films down, haven't we? But
Aye.
next one we're going to do is Tease in it, Tim's.
Aye. It's
that
up
right?
to yourself. It's up to yourself. Yes.
So, because we've got two good pals that are avid followers and they actually do watch and listen to us, which is great. They leave us a wee comment now and again. So does Boswell. Boswell's very active on the Instagram, and I think we'll get him on the list shortly as well for a wee movie. But
Aye.
we're going to do next week Tim's suggestion, which is suggested to us a while ago. 12 Angry Men.
Aye. I've no seen
Yeah,
it, so I'll
the
be getting it this
original.
way. Aye, Virgin Eyes.
No seen it either, mate. Apparently it's a classic.
Aye.
If it's no, it'll be fucking hearing about it.
That's usually the worst thing to do. We'll do your favourite film, and then you find out, it's maybe not so good.
Aye. They've been at Ibrox last night. It was fucking 50,000 Angry Men. But there you go, Tim. We'll do that for you next week. Looking forward to it, as you say, because you've not seen it before.
Aye.
And
Oh, if that happens now.
I know. So a better away. Look at the time, mate. Look at the time.
I know, mate. I know.
That was a bumper.
Yep. Aye. That's what happens when you get carried away with the old ways.
Oh, dearie me. Trouble with podcasters is they like the sound of their own voice. Right, mate, I'm going to go and turn the bathroom.
Right. No bother, mate.
See you bye.
See you bye.
McCulloch.
Fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make a dollar. That ain't gonna stop me cause my grind's contagious. I'll do what it takes to turn passion to paychecks. And if I go down, I'ma do it on my terms. And every single problem brings a lesson that I learned. The darkest nights, when things seem so broken, it's hard to shine, but